Hi there guys, so as we know, Mike Tyson is pondering a comeback, but it would be only in exhibitions. Obviously he put up that video of him throwing a 6-punch combination at a trainer who had pads on and a body pad as well. And he looked fast, he looked powerful, he looked sharp, just like Mike Tyson of old. But ultimately he's 53 years old. He's older now, he's not the Mike Tyson he once was. He's not even the same fighter he was when he lost his last fight of his career when he pulled out through retirement against Kevin McBride. And the fight before that, he lost by KO to Danny Williams, who has lost 25 times since then. So Mike Tyson isn't going to be that guy, and that guy couldn't hack it at that level. So ultimately, by saying Mike Tyson should be going back in there as a heavyweight contender is, I believe, completely wrong. But George Foreman has said that Mike Tyson, if he goes away for, say, 10 months, goes into the woods and trains, he can come back and be a heavyweight contender. He was looking fit and those punches were coming sharp. If he's able to do that and dedicate himself to that for 10 months, he could come back and really be a top contender. I called Dick Sadler, my original trainer back in the 1960s. I just won a gold medal. I said, I just want to do exhibitions, that's all, and learn more about boxing. Next thing you know, I'm in there with the heavyweight champion of the world. So it starts off by talking about exhibitions, but then it gets bigger and bigger. And Tyson, I would like to see him back in the ring. He's an older fella, but a record is always waiting to be broken. Now, obviously, the record that he is alluding to is his own record, 45 years old and heavyweight champion of the world, the oldest heavyweight champion in history. Obviously, that record was broken as being the oldest champion in history by Bernard Hopkins, who retained a world title at 49 years old, and that stands as the record as the oldest world champion in history. But George Foreman holds the record as the oldest heavyweight champion in the world. Now obviously Mike Tyson is 53, so he is older than that, but Mike Tyson is not going to win a world title at that age. I'm sorry, but it's just not going to happen. He should not be even in there with heavyweight contenders. B, C level heavyweights, Mike Tyson shouldn't be in there against. He couldn't beat them 15 years ago. So Mike Tyson isn't that guy anymore. He's not Iron Mike Tyson, but he is still Mike Tyson. So exhibition fights is the way to go. Not being in there as a contender. Exhibition fights against even John Fury, who has called him out. That's the kind of opponent that Mike Tyson should be in there against. He shouldn't be in there against someone who is young, someone who is hungry, someone who is 20 years his senior. I mean, even that is still quite old. I mean, I'm not saying Mike Tyson is a dinosaur, but still, he's an older guy now. So he should be fighting people the same age as him. And fighting fighters in exhibitions who are retired boxers, like even Evander Holyfield, who has announced that he will be coming back for exhibition fights as well for charity. What's wrong with that? A fight between those two. Evander Holyfield is 57 years old. Mike Tyson's 53. So they're in that same bracket. And of course, in their prime, they would cause big problems and probably beat most of the heavyweights in the current division. But they are not in their prime anymore. So they should be fighting fighters at the same age as them and at the same stage of life as them. Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. Maybe even Mike Tyson, John Fury. I know that Mike Tyson is going to beat him, but still, that is the type of fight that should happen. So everyone who is saying Mike Tyson can be heavyweight world champion again, I'd love to see that. I think that would be great, but I just don't see how it's possible or even safe to put him in there with a current heavyweight world champion. I mean, look at Tyson Fury, look at Anthony Joshua. Think what those guys would do to Mike Tyson if he could not even beat Danny Williams or Kevin McBride 15, 16 years ago. It's not safe, it's not right for him to be challenging for a heavyweight world championship. So ultimately, charitable events, exhibition fights is the way to go for Mike Tyson if he has an itch to scratch to get back in the ring. If he wants to be Iron Mike again, he can be that, but only in exhibition fights. I don't want to see him in there with heavyweight contenders. It's just not right, because he is already going to be at a massive disadvantage before he even gets to the ring. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? George Foreman believes that Mike Tyson maybe could be a heavyweight contender, again at the age of 53. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below, click your thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.